Small groups are designed to be places where growing disciples make other disciples, but this never happens automatically. Great groups have leaders who are intentional about cultivating and planning for 6 important priorities. The first one is being invitational. In a group that makes disciples, the members of the group are continually inviting others to join. A Christian who's going to make disciples is going to be somebody who doesn't just care about their own needs, but who learns to see and care about the needs of others, including people who aren't even part of the group yet. And as new people are added to the group, then the existing group members can come alongside and help them pursue God. So the first priority is being invitational. The second priority for a great group is participation. To catalyze disciple making, everyone in the group gets involved. Everyone can serve or participate in some way, even if they're brand new to the group. There are no spectators. And when a group is dominated by 1 or 2 members, it'll never become a disciple-making group, because instead of developing their potential, people will simply sit back and watch. And so a group has to prioritize the participation of every member of the group. Now, the next priority that you have to be intentional about if you're going to have a great group is sharing leadership. To make disciples, the leaders of a group have to give responsibility away wherever possible. No one can or should do everything. And so leaders need to be intentional about planning the group a completely different way. Planning ahead, not just for what you're going to do each week, but planning what you're going to delegate and equip other people to do week in and week out. Only then can the members of the group really develop their full potential to help others, and thus develop as growing disciples of Jesus. Now, the next priority is related to that, not only sharing leadership, but you need to be intentional about developing teams. In a truly disciple-making group, there are no superstars, and thus there are no solo leaders. Everything we do as a team. And therefore, leaders are intentional about developing and training and working together with their team, because we need what everyone contributes if we want our groups to become everything that God created them to be. We have to work as a team. Now, the next thing that we have to be intentional about is the priority of mentoring. Mentoring is one-on-one disciple making. And so leaders of the group are intentional not only about mentoring the members of their group, but in training the people in their group to mentor each other as well. See, the group is a safe place. It's an environment where people already know each other, and so it's a great opportunity for people to learn how to help others pursue God. And then as they gain skills and experience and confidence, they'll start mentoring people outside of the group as well. Many of those people will be added to the group. And so you can see how each one of these priorities builds successively on the one before it to lead up to our final priority. Great groups are intentional about reproducing. As members of your group learn to reproduce themselves and their spiritual life and their maturity in the lives of other people, then the group likewise will begin to reproduce itself by forming new groups. You see, as your people begin to help other people pursue God, then your group is going to grow numerically, and people are going to grow in their faith and in their capacity and their leadership. And so people are going to want opportunities to lead. And so instead of the group simply going larger and larger and more people being relegated to the sidelines, groups that really are disciple-making groups then instead reproduce themselves by forming new groups. That's the principle and the priority of reproducing. Now, I'm not saying that these are easy, but if you purpose to pursue these 6 priorities and to be intentional about them, there's no telling what God can do through your group.